business very early is that here you become bulletproof. How many of y'all want to be bulletproof? Not only D said me, not only in business, but in life. Okay, Mary said, please. All right. She turned her camera on to put that hand up. Is that right? You become bulletproof. How many of y'all become bulletproof? Do y'all want to know what bulletproof means? The way that Bridget explains it to me is that no matter what life throws at you, no matter what happens, you get to a point that things just roll off. I know a lot of people, D, some other people that they kind of look at me crazy because I don't react to things, I respond, right? Because the way that you respond is how you give your energy to the situation, is perception. 80% of this business is mindset. I'm going to say it every single time. 80% of this business is mindset. 80% of this business is mindset. 80% of this business is the pursuit of you becoming bulletproof and stop letting life happen to you and allow it to happen for you. That is 80% of this business. Some of us on this call, we're believers, right? So I always say, do you believe in a God of abundance or do you believe in a God of lack? Because it's not going to be both. There's no way the guy can be both, right? Become bulletproof in this season. Decide what you want. What do you want from this freaking business? And I say that because I need y'all hyped up for the end of the month. Some people don't get hyped at the end of the month. They like, well, that's Bree's business. That's Bree's brokerage. Nah, I may not. But how do we begin to work together as a team and put forth the effort? Because me and Nina texting back and forth this morning. I mean, not this morning, this afternoon. Y'all, I went and enrolled my kids in school this morning. Ooh, it's just a whole process. Like my brain is like, ooh. But guess what? It's the end of the month and I get to show up and I get to be a mom and I didn't have to ask nobody to go enroll my kids in school. I got to come to the office. I got to text Nina. I said, baby, let's close this business up, right? Nika closed what? Probably almost $1,500 in premium the other day. Nina closed $1,100 in premium today. Okay. I closed another maybe $1,200 in premium right after that. This is what the end of the month is like. This is what Nina, it feel good. Nika, it feel good. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Hopped on with Nika right after that, helped her set two appointments. Nika said she feeling good. That paycheck gonna feel even better, Miss 50% commission contract. Okay, but this is what it looks like whenever you pull together with your team members, when you pull together with your business, when you pull together and you make those numbers happen, when you make stuff happen. Hey girls, these girls are so cute. I can't even. So this is what the end of the month is about. How many of you guys are committed? Because we got what, 3 days? 3 days left to the end of the month. How many of you guys are committed to making something happen in these next 3 days? One by one, reset you for the trip. One recruit and $1,000 in premium resets you, gives you the same amount of points as the last person on the board for the trip. How many of you guys are fighting to take your families? If you ain't got kids, take your mama. Give your mama an experience for this business. How many of you guys are fighting to show people that Primerica is real?
Fighting for my life over here.
She said she's fighting for her life. Listen, how many of you guys are fighting? Who has one appointment set this week? Drop a 1 in the chat if you got one appointment set this week. Drop a 2 in the chat if you got 2 appointments set this week. I just want you to drop in the chat how many appointments you have set this week. Because it's going to show you how hard you're working and if you're really working that 10 hours towards this business like you committed to whenever you sign that IBA. Part-time is 10 hours. You give 40 hours to somebody else's dream. Can you give 10 hours to yourself? It's the end of the month. This Saturday, build your own business. We talked about prospecting a little bit last week and people asked really great questions. This Saturday, we're going more into prospecting and appointment setting. But today we're going to talk about appointment setting. Why? because you can't get people on your schedule if you are not mastering setting appointments. You have to be a master appointment setter in this business. So what we're going to do is we're going to listen to one of my favorite 2-minute audios. 2 minutes. And if I were you, because everybody should have access to this audio, and if I were you, I would listen and listen and listen and listen and practice and listen because how else are you going to become a master at setting appointments if you're not practicing, if you're not trying, if you're not putting forth the effort? This business is you becoming a master prospector and a master appointment setter. If you not, who here still needs to get licensed? If you don't have a license on this call, you need to schedule your test. I don't care how new you are. Get that test scheduled. Give yourself a timeline. Nina got that $500 direct deposit. Ain't nothing stopping her now. That's what the power of a license does. Nika probably about to make $500, $600, maybe even $700 from what she did. Right? Go get that license. Let's talk about setting appointments today because I want you guys to understand the power of appointment setting. Okay. 2-minute appointment setting audio. There it is. And if you're licensed, if you go to the link tree, we have a specific link tree for licensed people. You have access to Primerica University. If you are licensed, you have access to Primerica University. Me and Dee were listening to Overcoming Objections over and over and over like it was yesterday. Why? It was yesterday. It was. Oh my gosh. But we were just constantly listening to it. I'm hanging out with Jared. My headphones are in my ears because I need to listen to Overcoming Objections. Whatever you put in the chat, as far as your appointments that you have set this week, I need you to double it. I need you to double it. And if you real bold, I want you to triple it. Let's close out this month on top. All right. So hopefully, let me know if y'all can't hear this. Again, this is 2 minutes.
So I'm calling Greg. Greg's from church. Greg, hey, it's Ian from church. How are you, buddy? Awesome. Things are good? Good. Hey, listen, the reason I'm calling, I don't know if I had mentioned this to you or not the last time we talked, but I've actually gotten some financial licensing. And listen, I just want to set a time to pop by and show you and Susan what I'm doing. And if you or somebody you guys know in the future could use what I do, I'd just love for you guys to know enough you'd feel comfortable referring me, So listen, as far as us getting together, what's better for you guys? Like weekends, weekdays? Let me say it one more time. So I'm calling Greg, right? Greg picks up the phone. Greg, hey buddy, what's up, man? It's Ian from church. How are you? Awesome. Good. How's family? Everybody's good? Awesome. Hey, listen, the reason I'm calling, I'm not sure if I had mentioned this to you or not the last time we talked, but I've actually gotten some financial licensing. And listen, man, I just want to set a time to pop by and show you guys what I'm doing. And if you or somebody you guys know in the future could use what I do, I'd just love for you guys to know enough that you'd feel comfortable referring us. So, listen, as far as us getting together, what's better for you guys? Weekends, weekdays?
2 minutes. How many of you guys feel like a better appointment setter just from taking 2 minutes of this training, listening to that? All right, Mary, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You said what, Nika?
I got something for a minute. Book appointment.
Book an appointment. It's just saying a lot of people struggle with that small talk of it, but it's just saying, hey, catch up with them a little bit. Okay. And then you go into the reason why I'm calling. Would love to schedule a time for us to get together. We don't really pop by post-COVID. Ain't nobody really popping by no more, right? But I would love to schedule a time for us to get together. Would love to show you more about how I help people. That way, if you could use it or if you know somebody in the future, you feel comfortable referring people to me. When's the best time to get with you? Thursday or Friday?
Now I will say, when our Steam videos, I am learning what getting people through social media. You have to start in their inbox, get to a text message before they actually want to talk to you on the phone.
Oh,
Because
absolutely.
so that's one thing I had to learn. And then also it's easier because I don't like small talk, but building that, we were able to have a genuine conversation while doing the policy.
See, look at that. I love it. So it went from probably a post to inbox, or did it go from inbox to text message?
Uh, p- well, I've been to high school with her, but she had been following and seeing what I do, and I asked her to host a post. Then it turned into her wanting to know, and then so forth. And then I was just like, "Oh, book an appointment. Let me protect you and your babies and your husband
And your mama.
uh, and your mama and your mother-in-law." So,
Mother. That's
but,
what it
but yes, it started
but
in the inbox.
it started in the inbox and you got paid by setting a damn appointment.
Hmm.
You set an
30-minute
appointment,
conversation, a
30
good
minute
conversation.
conversation, helping people, making money. That's what we
Yeah.
do. But if you never set an appointment, if you never have a conversation, if you never get over the fact that you don't like small talk, you're never going to set the appointment.
Yeah, you gotta get over that.
Yeah. So, y'all put how many appointments y'all have in the chat today. I want you to double it. I really don't want you to double it because I really feel like a Zoom appointment, like y'all, you don't got to get up. You ain't got to go to nobody's car. Nobody's house. You don't have to get in your car. You're not wasting your gas. You're doing nothing that we did before COVID. You're hopping on Zoom. There's no reason why you shouldn't have a minimum. When I say bare minimum of 4 to 5 appointments set per week part-time. When you signed your IBA, that was to work a minimum 10 hours a week part-time. Agreed? So not doing 5 appointments a week is wild to me. I'm just like, so what are you doing? Like, why'd you come? Why are you here? So I surprised Jared with this today. And we're just gonna see who takes advantage of it. We're gonna call a play. Because right now we are at, I'm gonna pull up our numbers. As a team, we are at, as I'm pulling this up, who has any questions whenever it comes to setting appointments? How can we get better together today? Everybody master appointment setters up on this thing? Everybody got 5 appointments set this week?
Honestly, Bree, I feel like for me, I guess it's the people that I'm choosing, but I try to do it by the macho thing. But like so far, the people that I have chose, like it's been mostly family, but they just keep rescheduling.
Okay.
And me personally, I don't like that, but I know that it's some on my end as well. So
This makes me happy. All right, let's talk about it. No, for real, let's coach through it because does anybody else have that question to wherever you're like, I'm setting appointments, but people are rescheduling? Has anybody here ever had that problem before? Because I was
Yes, I've had it
I'm
a couple times with a couple different
Absolutely.
people.
I'm still trying to reel mine back in who wanted it, and he hasn't reached back out to me.
Oh yeah, that's wild. That one is crazy. I don't understand.
He asked for it. I didn't ask him.
It bugged me to hop on the appointment twice.
So how do we handle that? Because it's gotten to a point where now when he come in, I'm just like, how you doing? What you want? No, just playing.
Like, hey, how are you? Listen, I can't wait to, whatever. Can't wait to we get back together. Girl, I would be asking him, and then you keep leaving me on red. You keep ignoring me. When we get back together?
He keep asking me to go to the gym, so I'm gonna tell him, let's get this policy done. Then I'll go to the gym.
Go to the gym. You get on my nerves, Nina. I can't. Colby, what you got, big dog? Well, I'm pulling this up, and then I'm gonna answer Trent's question.
Yeah, so team wise, we're 25, 4,900. And then my issue is it just the quality of people I'm attracting because they'll get on in front of you. They'll talk about they're going to do their IBA and they don't show up. So it's just more so for me, I gotta find better people prospect.
Absolutely. So market matters. Market matters. Market matters. Okay. Your market absolutely does matter. So my whole thing is the reason why people are either no showing or they are rescheduling or whatever the case may be is because you haven't made your schedule a priority. You haven't made your schedule a priority. Trinity, whenever you're setting those appointments, you're like, hey, uncle, working on getting a license, need to do some training appointments to cover this license. Can you help me? Is that how the call goes, Trin?
Yeah, basically. Something like that. Yeah.
I need to go just like that every single time. Hey, working on getting a license, need to do some training to cover this license. Can you help me? It's about 30 to 45 minutes on Zoom. Nothing too terrible. When's the best time to catch you and Auntie? This time or this time? Okay. Small talk. Hey, the reason I called is because I'm working on getting a state license. I need to do some training hours to cover this license, cover my state license. Can you help me? 30 to 45 minutes on Zoom. Nothing too serious. When can I catch you and Auntie? This time or this time? Okay. So it looks like I have this time available. I'm going to go ahead and get this set. Listen, if anything happens, and you can ask Neek, ask her. I was on that appointment. I'm going to squeeze you in. I post close. If you are not post closing your appointments, people are not going to take your schedule seriously. Let me say that again. If you are not post closing your appointment, people are not going to take your schedule seriously. They're not going to take your trainer schedule seriously. You have to post close. I don't care how scared you are, because as you're becoming a master appointment setter, do you want people disrespecting your schedule? Do you want people making appointments and not showing up? Do you want people setting appointments and not paying attention on the appointment? That's why I don't like when people's cameras be off. It irritates me. So I'm like, why'd you come? You paying attention? I don't know. Same thing on an appointment. You can ask anybody on here. If you do not have your camera on, you're not doing an appointment with me. I'm not wasting my time. My time is valuable. I make money in my time. So as you are setting appointments, Trinity, uncle, look, I am brand new, right? Because you said family. Look, I'm brand new. I'm going to go ahead and set this time with my trainer. It's the last appointment she has for the day. If something happens between now and Thursday, please let me know, because I do not want to look bad in front of my trainer. It's really important that I get this done before next week. Tell them how important it is to you.
And that really might be it, just my post close. And Dee keeps telling me she keep reminding me to work on that. So
got to.
That's probably it, really, just my post close.
Got to post close, because if not, you're like, can you help me with my training? And they're like, oh, I really don't want to. Let me just keep rescheduling. Look, I have a week left to get this training done. Like, I take my test next week. I don't care if you take it next week or not. I don't care, right? I take my test next week. I need to get these training hours covered. Like, I'm trying to learn how to do my job. Can you help me do that? Are you going to, not even can you, are you going to help me? Are you still going to help me? Everybody on this call, these training appointments are important to you, correct? They're important. Tell people that they're important. Make them show up. Become a master appointment setter. Watch the Steam video. Hold on. All my friends are older. So my whole thing is, even your friends that are older, what conversation are you talking to them about when it comes to life insurance? Because you don't have a license. So you don't have a license to solicit life insurance. Shouldn't be talking to anybody about life insurance. Doesn't matter if they need it or not, because if they have it, they understand how important it is. And wouldn't you rather have people refer people to you that understand the importance of life insurance? Our whole purpose of a training appointment is to close and to get referrals. And if we're not closing, I'm getting referrals. But I would rather get quality referrals from somebody that's already in a good spot than somebody unqualified, because it's just going to lead me to more unqualified appointments. Does that make sense? So this is where not only sitting down with our friends and family, yes, honestly, you might see some success from that. And I hope that you do. But the people closest to us, and you can ask Jared, I know he over there big in his back, but all I can see was his back and him going like this. But you can ask Jared. A lot of times the people you're closest with aren't going to be your supporters in the beginning. They're not going to be your biggest support. They have to see the success first. So, hey, if you haven't watched the STEAM video, I highly recommend it. So you can say, I already know you're successful. I already know you have all your things together, but I need to do a training appointment. Set the appointment. Cool. But our goal is going to be to get referrals from that appointment, especially if it's qualified and you feel like they already got life insurance. They probably don't have the right kind of life insurance. Jacoby is replacing today. Correct, Jacoby? The worst life insurance policy somebody probably could have ever sold. Outside of that one that me and Feezy looked at, that was pretty bad. People are out here being sold the wrong life insurance policies. And if we just assume that they good because they got life insurance, why would let's not make a decision for people. That's not our job. Our job is to financially educate them, right? Anybody else have any questions whenever it comes to setting appointments? Absolutely.
You heard my parents, excuse me, he's pecking my door. But long story short, I had met with this guy. He lived in New York. I live in Florida. I made a post about IUL state, and he responded, asked me a couple questions. He sent me his account, screenshot of his account. He had that policy for 3 years. He already put in $36,000 into the policy. The accumulated value is $17,000, but he had nothing to show for it because the surrender charge is $33,000. Now think about it. You put something, you put something that you can save like $36,000, and you have nothing in your account. So what made it worse is that the policy is set to lapse when he turns 71, and he will owe taxes because the company, which is National Life Group, I don't know about which you mentioned that company. They're using whatever is in that's cash value to keep the policy afloat. So yeah, like it's very very important to market ourselves because you don't know who you'll attract. I attract somebody in New York. And thank God I have my license, and I help that guy out. Send him $600, but he's paying $1,000 a month into that policy. Save him $600. We'll put that into a mutual fund or wherever investment he chooses. And by the time he's 60, we'll have $1.4 million. So something we're doing good.
So to put it into perspective, this is the life insurance policy that Jacoby is in the process of replacing. So can everybody see my screen? This is going to be fun. All right. So
Yep.
this person has a index universal life. This is being your own bank. This is borrowing against your life insurance policy. He has $2.1 million. That's his death benefit. That's awesome. You got $2 million policy, right? His death benefit is an option A. If you have a license or you're currently getting licensed, then option A means that if you die, any money that you've accumulated in your savings, aka cash value account, goes back to the insurance company. His payments are $1,000 per month. He's had this for 3 months, which means 3 years, which means that he can afford a $1,000 monthly payment. And so y'all worried about people that can't afford stuff when there's people out here paying $1,000 for a life insurance policy. Change your perspective, attract something different. Okay. So with that being said, he was 34 when he got it. He's paid $12,000. So year 3, you see $12,000. So 12, 24, 36, $36,000 that he's paid, right? Accumulated value is $8,000, but his cash surrender value, which means the amount of money he's able to withdraw from this policy, is 0. How many of you guys will want to save $12,000 into a policy for 3 years and have $0? Anybody? I'm waiting.
Nope,
Anybody pay $12,000 every year to have saved $0?
That's tragic.
It is tragic. Okay, so a lot of us like to assume, oh, they got life insurance. They got life insurance. This is one of the people. Oh, he good. He got money. He got life insurance, and he's getting screwed. Is the nicest way I could say it. This is your family, guys. Your family that you too scared to talk to because you think that they got it together. This was my dad as well, getting screwed, right? And so who can tell me in year 6 how much money he will have saved? Can anybody see that? Come off mute and tell me. Right here.
0.
Okay. Year 7, how much money can he use?
693.
Yep. After 7 years, who feels like they could save more than $693 in 7 years?
I can say that in a shoebox.
Yeah, that's a few months.
All right. Is anybody else feeling confident? We save lives, guys. This is more about selling a life insurance policy. Look what we do for people. Jacoby, I'm so proud of you for making a post, opening your mouth.
That's my 30.
Do we agree that Jacoby saved this guy? So
Jacoby saved his life. Saved him from being broke.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's not even the worst part. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. We can go to it. So in year 35, oh my gosh, let me see if I can go back. All right, so we get all the way down to year 30 of having the policy. He's accumulated $105,000. I mean, he's put way more in there than that. But year 31, what is this policy starting to do, y'all? In year 31, he goes from 105,000 to what?
It's decreasing down to.
It's going down.
Oh my God! How much is he paying?
The same amount.
He is paying the same freaking amount. He's still paying $12,000 for his money to decrease.
He said 300K later.
300K later. He has 87,000 in year 34, right? Let's keep going because it gets better. I mean, worse. But in year 38, what does this say?
I know it did not say lapse.
In year 38, what does it say?
Lapse.
But these are for your whole life, right?
Oh, they got free money, what Wesley said.
Over 300K worth.
$300,000 they done put into this policy for 38 years or however much. Somebody do the math. Let me know. And in year 38,
it's too much.
It lapsed. Year 35, he got $51,000 to surrender.
That's wow. Got screwed.
Anybody else scared to talk to people still?
And they are happy to do it. Uh-uh.
Lapse. That means that life insurance is gone, right? So we did $2.1 million for $414 a month. That's way less than 1,000. You guys agree?
Agreed.
And then we did a hypothetical 9% rate of return for the next 30 years. If he invested $600 a month, he would have $1.4 million of his own money. Who would take what we do any day?
I would take that for 800, Alex, any day.
Absolutely.
Any day. Mary said absolutely.
Look, that's crazy.
Anybody still scared to talk to people about Primerica and what we do? We help people make money and do what?
Make money, save money.
Make money, save money. Thank you, Kaylani. Thank you, Mama. Anybody else scared to talk to people about what we do? Anybody else scared to set an appointment? They already got life insurance in place. Yeah, I bet they got one of these or something similar that's going to lapse. We cannot make decisions for people. We're financial educators and we put people in place to create plans. This is why when I say we're not life insurance agents, do we sell life insurance? Absolutely. But we also provide plans for people. Does everybody here agree that Jacoby provided a way better plan than whoever did?
Yeah, I set him up for success.
Anybody else fall a little bit more in love with this business tonight?
Yes.
All right. So if you are on my team, because we are lacking premium this month, the first person, rather in field training or personal, the first person to $1,000 in premium, me and Jared will give you an extra $1,000. 1,000, Lord, no, 100.
Oh,
100. Because $1,000, they don't even reach a commission.
Girl, I was about to.
Hey,
what?
You write 5,000. I just might.
What
you write 5,000.
I choke.
I said, dang,
you made me choke.
No.
You hear me? She made me choke.
Maybe after school start, we'll run something like that. Let's get these.
Can I play?
Right.
Listen, maybe after school start, we'll run a really big promotion. But that we're gonna talk a 50 by 50 base shop. Anybody want to write $1,000 for $100 extra on top of what you write?
Yep. I do. I have a couple calls to make when we finish.
First person to 1,000. We got 3 days left.
Okay, let us go. Thank you, Jared. We love you, bro.
First person to 1,000 in premium. Maybe the second person to 1,000 in premium will add 50. Maybe we'll do second place for that. We got 3 days left. And what are we at? $4,900 in premium. We need to at least get to 15.
Hey, Bree. So if I hear you correctly, we're making to $5,000. You put $1,000.
No, I said after school starts.
Oh, okay.
Maybe we'll run something big, but I don't want a little base shop running a $1,000 promotion.
Oh no.
Oh my God, I looked down right at Fiza's face when you said that. Fiza was like, heck no. Like, absolutely not.
Right. I was like, I ain't doing no 20 by, where we at? 25 by 4,000 base. Yeah, that's just not happening.
Yeah, I just so happened to see Fiza's face in that moment.
I saw Jared's face. Hey, I'm just speaking into existence. Those are gonna be the kind of incentives that we're gonna run at the end of the month, right? Speaking it into existence. So $1,000 in premium. First one, $100. Second one to $1,000 in premium. 50. Y'all want to do a third place? 25. 150, 25.
All right.
Mama.
Jared, like, why are you giving out money?
Free money. Appreciate it.
I'm trying to qualify for this trip. I'm just kidding. I need y'all to do 1.1 too. Oh, that is so funny. Give me a second. All right. Y'all going to it? Are we thinking in abundance? No thinking in lack. If you serve a God of abundance, you cannot serve a God of lack at the same time. 80% of this business is what you think. What you think about, you bring about. As a man thinks, so he is. What are y'all thinking about right now? Come off mute. Tell me what you're thinking about.
I'm about to become a regional leader this week.
Thinking about this trip. I'm thinking about this premium.
I'm thinking about who I'm going to call to get this premium.
Period.
I'm thinking about. Who?
I'm qualified for the trip.
I'm thinking about how in jail.
You said who going?
What, Leslie?
Is there a permanent mute button? Think in abundance, think in abundance, think in abundance, right? You have to, because if you operate in lack, what do you not great things, right?
Raggedy ass people.
Raggedy people. That's what Dee said. If you think in lack, you attract raggedy people. But whenever you have a leader that coaches you to think better, Jacoby, cusses you out a little bit, somehow you find.
But saves you from water bottles.
Every day.
But saves you from assault from D. Right?
Disrespect.
No, you know the disrespect you caused.
Oh my gosh, we are.
But
not
it's
doing
made
this
up
today.
for it.
How did it go from Jacoby to Hafiza to Jacoby to D? This is crazy.
Really, you don't want to smoke a D. Just go ahead and let that alone.
Common denominator.
See, you just think about
situations.
See, you think about. I love D. I hate Hafiza.
I can't tell.
That's not what you texted me last week.
That's not what that text
message. Last week you said, "I love you."
Listen, for the record,
whatever.
My phone was hacked. I tell the tracker that I love them.
Let's get this premium. I'm cutting these two apart. I'm separating them like siblings. Let's get this premium popping, y'all. Let's reach our goals. I know we're definitely on it right now. We are definitely on it right now. So let's reach our goals as a team.
You reach that goal, I will unblock you.
Oh, Jacoby, you help us reach our goals. D will unblock you on everything.
I got it. I got you, Doc. I'm your brother.
All right, we getting off of here. I love you guys so much. Let's hop in Telegram. Let's hype each other up. Like let's hit these team goals. All right.
Gotcha. I love you. I hate your Hafiza. I don't care about your little birthday, Hafiza. Bye.
All right, bye, y'all.
Night. Bye.